So we're looking at the new ScrewAttack.com, and it's terrible. I don't even really know where to begin with this other than it's way too goddamn white. Sorry, I'm just readjusting the camera here. It's way too goddamn white. I can't... Look, I don't know what happened, but ScrewAttack just isn't ScrewAttack anymore. It's something else. I don't know who made the decision, but this new launch is fucking terrible. If you're watching this on YouTube, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. Just go to ScrewAttack.com and you'll see what I mean. It's bad. It's pure fucking white. There are no borders. There is nothing to look at. But just fucking whiteness. And then what is there, I guess, the images that are there to show off, they're supposed to be like, here's the image for the blog that they're trying to write. And you get a look at it, and the only thought going through your head is, wow, how did you do this? How did you take this image and blow it up so big that it looks this bad? You know? I mean, I don't know how to get screen captures on a freaking computer or anything. I'm not very intelligent when it comes to computers. But I know this. When I look at a website and it looks like what ScrewAttack looks like right now, it looks like crap. Alright? The blogging system looks like a fucking joke. Let's just be serious here. It's not good. It just isn't good. Good luck editing any of your blogs before this came out, by the way, because you can't. Or if you can, it doesn't work like you want it to. So, what the fuck are you supposed to do about that? Videos are too goddamn big. They take up the whole screen. In fact, they're so big that you don't even see the whole video because it goes over the fucking screen. It's one of these decisions that you just have to accept. Didn't work. And it so obviously isn't working that you need to go back to what you had before, scrap this idea, and redo the whole rebuild. Because this whole rebuild just plain looks ugly. Nobody wants to even look at this crap anymore, let alone, go on to it. I can see this, it looks like game trailers. It has no personality. That's the biggest problem I have with the website. It has no personality. It just has this big white background. And since it has virtually no borders, everything looks like it's just floating there. It looks terrible. Like, what is this supposed to be? How does this represent ScrewAttack? It's going to draw people away from the website. And the fact that you actually are keeping this. You're actually keeping this the way it is. I mean, look at me. Look at it, okay? Change the goddamn website. Change it again. Right now. Don't keep it the way it is. This experiment has already failed. It's not going to pick up. It's not going to change. It's not going to work. Okay? We're talking about... Oh, God, what are we talking about? We're talking about terrible, terrible design. I don't know how else to say it other than it's just a terrible design. I keep looking at it, and it's hard to talk about because there's nothing there. There's nothing really there, and it's worse than worse, It's like white bread. Yeah, sure, you can do a lot of things with white bread, but white bread by itself is nothing. And it's disgusting. And if you eat white bread, you're getting nothing from it but a bunch of sugar. So yeah, it's sweet, but it isn't good. And it's not good for you. So if you want a good website, you need to redesign it. Because right now, it's terrible. What we had before looked better, okay? Because it had some personality. What we have now is the complete lack of a personality, Let me put it down like this. You can't sell something that looks like ScrewAttack. And whoever came up with the idea of a completely white background and completely, like, no borders, just completely bland, boring crap, go back to the drawing board, start all over, and forget about the white background. In fact, throw the white background away. What you need isn't a white background. What you need is something that gives you personality. Put the fucking screw attack bolt in the background. Anything. Something. Alright? Shrink the freaking icons down. That's the first thing you need to do before you even do anything else. After the background, after you fix the background, shrink the icons down, alright? Okay? And put more on the front page. This thing that you have all the way at the top, I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. I get that you're trying to show off new videos, but it doesn't represent Screw Attack in any way. It does not represent your website in any way, and that's the biggest problem with your websites. The first thing we see are just a bunch of images, and we have no idea what these images mean, but it doesn't represent the website. Second of all, there's a lot of lack of community focus right now. There just is. It's practically at the bottom if you want to find anything from the community focus front. The news is the first thing you see, so again, it's no longer a gaming website. It's a gaming website pretending to be a news site, which is the stupidest thing you can do with anything, because there's no such thing as video game journalism. There just isn't. Everybody, like, if you're a video game journalist, there really isn't anything to say, because no matter what you do, you're just advertising for a game. And what's the point of even reporting what people do during that thing? Because it's all going to be biased. And yes, as much as I love Screw Attack, it is an extremely, extremely biased thing. I mean, I love the website, and I love the people behind the website, but I hate the new design of the website. And until it fixes, until it changes, it's always going to be a joke. And no matter how you look at it, no matter what you try to do, this website, the way it is now, the way it's built now, is going to hurt you. If you want the website to work, it's time that you take the website, put it back in its old version just before this one, and rebuild the website again. Only this time, think personality. That's what your website needs. Fucking-nality. Remember that. God damn.